Welcome to Character Select. My name is Dave, and with me today is
Tyler.
the eternally frustrated
Tyler.
Yes, that guy. And we're playing Quest for Glory!
Huzzah!
Huzzah! Glory shall be mine. We've already done the first 10 minutes of this, and Tyler's computer hard-locked and bad things happened. So,
I blame
we're doing it
NVIDIA.
again! So, this is a Sierra adventure game where basically the plot of the game is you want to be the hero for the village of Spielberg.
I want to be the guy. Can I be the guy?
No, you can't be the guy.
But I want to be the guy.
But the cool thing about this game is that you can choose which kind of class you want to play. You can be a fighter, you can be a magic user, or you can be a thief. But we've talked about it and we're going to be a magic user, because magic!
We want to be some sort of wizard.
Some sort. Anyway, so this is the first in a 5-game series where, much like the more modern Mass Effect, you can take your character from one game to the next and continue to build your stats from game to game. It's really cool. I enjoy it immensely. But we decided our character's name is Franzi. It's short for Franzibald. It also kind of sounds like Franzi, which sounds like Fonzie from Happy Days, which makes me feel old. And we get 50 points to spend on our stuff, so we're going to max out some stuff here.
Stuff and things and stuff.
All right. These are our stats, by the way. This is an adventure game that has RPG elements, so the more you use a stat, the higher it gets until you master it at, currently in this game, level 100.
It's like the first Skyrim.
Yeah. Or the first Skyrim? You mean Morrowind?
No, because there was the two before that.
The first Elder Scrolls, then. Arena.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Never played that.
You'll notice that there's a lot of skills here that have a 0 in them. Anything that has a 0, we will not be able to increase. So we will not get climbing skill. Throwing, we'll not be able to pick locks. We won't be able to stealth, and parry is not for us.
But we're going to be able to magic all the things. Like magic
It's
doors
true.
open, or magic invisible. Or magic.
Yes, it's very true. This seems like a quiet little town. On the porch ahead of you are 2 people. The standing one is large, rather ugly, and playing with a yo-yo. The seated person smoking a pipe looks like he might be the sheriff. The man with the pipe greets you. Welcome to our town. You are lucky to have made it down from the mountains before the snow blocked the pass again. It's gotten pretty dangerous outside of town, I understand. Many monsters have been trapped around here with the late snow. Between them and the brigands, we certainly could use a capital H hero around here.
What's some brigands?
I am Sheriff Schultz Meisterson. This is Otto von Goon, my assistant. Good luck in your quest. So, Spielberg basically put out a notice saying that their valley was under attack from brigands. Hero wanted, no experience necessary. We just completed the famous Adventurer's Correspondence School course for adventuring and heroism. Ergo, obviously we want to be heroes here.
And they
so that's what we're
want,
gonna do.
And they want fresh bodies to throw at the brigands.
It's very true. It's actually not true. I don't think anybody else has ever come here, anyway. Also, we get a point for starting the game. It's the only game that does that. I love it. Anyway, you get points for talking to people. They have a lot of shit to say. But none of it is necessarily terribly helpful at the moment. There's a lot of background story and stuff like that. It's, I highly recommend playing this series yourself, if only because there's so many ways to play through it, but we're not necessarily going to get into all the backstory, unless it's important. So,
this
is Shamin. He is a kata. He owns the inn. He wants me to eat very good food and very fine drink. The room is 5 silvers a night. Oh, right. Let me check out the inventory here. So we have 4 gold pieces and 10 silver pieces. The conversion is 10 silver pieces equals 1 gold. So 5 silvers a night is half a gold. Mm-hmm. We have 5 food rations. We have a leather jerkin and a dagger. And we're currently carrying 24 pounds of equipment, and we can carry up to 47 pounds of equipment without getting a severe backache. So.
Unless we magic us like a bag of holding or something.
No, you have to increase your strength if you want to hold more.
Boo.
Anyway, let's sit and eat something, because A, eating something gives us a point, which is awesome. And B, this game actually tracks how hungry you get, and if you've run out of food, you will lose life until you die. So we're going to get a meal.
Yep, and while we wait for her to bring it, I'm going to go get a sandwich.
What?
Well, it takes her forever.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I actually wanted to ask Shamin about something. So, Shamin is forced to seek a fortune in this cold land far away from his homeland and Kata people. Where is your homeland? We live far to the south in the desert lands of Shapir. Someday we may yet return there.
Someday.
Hold on. Da-da-da, desert folk. Blah, blah, blah. Tell me about Shapir. I don't really care. Tell me about the inn.
Softest and safest of beds.
It's a cold land for a kata. His friend Abdullah is recovering from his robbery last week. He should be here around supper time. Alas, the brigands stole all of Abdullah's wealth and my own when they robbed his caravan. Now I will be forced to stay in this wet, cold land. I bring you that which you ordered. May it please and satisfy you. So she then puts it down and leaves.
Very slowly.
And then we eat it with a single click of a button, and it's surprisingly good and the drink is delicious.
Oops.
And then she comes back.
At least they gave you a free drink with that meal.
And then she has to clear the table, and then she leaves again. It's like, oh.
And then she'll come back out and ask if everything was alright. Would you like dessert today? Can I get you anything else? No, I'd like my check, please.
Would you like to leave a tip?
Here's a tip. Walk faster. No, always tip your waitress. Or waiter.
But, okay, so this is the magic shop. This is going to be of very great importance for us.
Because we're some sort of wizard.
No, we're some sort of magic user.
Shush you!
Blah, blah, blah. Those skilled in the use of magic. So you talk to her, you get a point. Great. More important about this is you can learn the way to cast spells by reading magical scrolls. Without skill, you have no power. The more you practice spellcasting, the greater you shall become. Fairy folk, not what I'm interested in. Power. So I don't know why it's giving me initiation right off the bat. In theory, in the original game, the EGA version of this, you had to type stuff. And you only type stuff as you learned about it. The point-and-click adventure makes it a bit easier, but whatever. So ask about the initiation. When you have mastered 9 spells, have the power to cast all, and proven yourself worthy by accomplishing a great deed, then you must undergo initiation to become full wizard. There's a place in the distant south where you must journey, but first you must become a hero here.
Boy, she looks really snooty, doesn't she?
She's totally snooty. So she sells the fetch spell, the flame spell, and the open spell. Also a healing potion, power potion, and a vigor potion. The flame spell is basically the only offensive spell in the game. It's also the most expensive. It costs 60 silvers, and we don't have enough.
Right.
So
can we pretend that whenever we cast the flame spell, we're doing it with like those finger shooty things?
Like finger guns?
Yeah. Like pew, pew, pew.
Pew, 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 pew. Yes. I heartily endorse finger gun shooting. All right. So we're gonna buy the fetch spell because it's actually the most useful. It's also the most expensive spell we can learn at this point. So, hey, little old lady. She's the only sane person here. At least she's not off her rocker. Ha ha ha.
It's very firmly on her rocker.
All right, let's go to the guild hall.
But at least she didn't kick her bucket yet.
This is the Adventurers Guild Hall. The traditional moosehead and other stuffed monsters adorn the walls. Saurus, Troll, Griffin, Dragon, Cheetor, and the terrible Antwerp. You see the registration book on the table and a bulletin board full of job listings. The man seated near the window must be the guildmaster. He's snoring. So you can look at these. Basically, they were all slain by Wolfgang Abentur or Baron Stefan von Spielberg.
Man, I want to be like Wolfgang Abentur.
Except for the Purple Saurus, which was slain by Hans Halfwitten. Because why not? And the Moose, which is courtesy of the Sierra Online Prop Department.
Those guys are cool dudes.
So let's take a look at the bulletin board, which gives us our most points to date. Reward for return of lost ring. Inquire at the healers. Cool. Oh, I pushed the wrong button. Damn it. This poster is rather dusty and faded. The picture is a small child with braids. Reward of 50 gold coins for the safe return of Elsa von Spielberg. Inquire at Spielberg Castle Gates.
Always named Elsa, aren't they?
Let it go, man. Let it go. Reward of 30 gold coins for the capture or death of the Brigand Warlock. Description, short, ugly, and wears brightly colored robes. Has habit of laughing continually. Inquire at Spielberg Castle Gates. Wanted Brigand Leader. Description, unknown appearance, wears a cloak. Must provide proof of leader's identity. Reward of 60 gold coins and title of Hero of the Realm. Inquire at Spielberg Castle Gates. Notice spell components needed. Cash or trade for potions. Inquire at the healers. Cool. And this poster seems to have been here for a while. It has a picture of a handsome but arrogant young man. Reward of 50 gold coins for information leading to the return of Baron Barnard von Spielberg. Inquire at Spielberg Castle Gates.
Boy, they seem to be really good at losing their family members.
So let's take a moment to read through the registration book here, shall we? This entry was made several years ago. It says, Baron Barnard von Spielberg killed a troll near the Flying Falls on this 23rd day of October.
Wow.
I've never noticed that it was...
October.
Yeah, never noticed that before.
So nothing's happened in years.
In several years. Yep.
That's exciting.
But hey, you know what? You sign your name into the adventurer's logbook with a flourish. Oh, my mouse is doing a stupid thing where it's double-clicking every so often. I apologize. It's as frustrating to me as it is to everybody else.
I will mail you my mouse if it gets you to shut up about it.
Ah, I was so busy I didn't notice you come in. Welcome, welcome. It's so seldom we have new adventurers here. Most people think this valley is cursed.
Pretty sure it is.
I was so busy I did not notice you. Yeah, blah, blah, blah.
It's always cursed.
Damn it. Yeah, with the Baron losing his son and daughter, Baba Yaga, all the monsters and now the brigands, it's just been one thing after another.
Oh, we have to fight the Baba Yaga? That'll be fun.
Tell me about the Baron. Baron von Spielberg was once a brave protector of our valley. We used to adventure together when I was younger, and then, god damn it! I swear to fuck. Alright, we're doing this a different way. No brigand or monster would dare show his face here if the Baron had not angered Baba Yaga. Now it is said he goes nowhere and sees no one.
He's probably didn't turn into a chicken.
Tell me about the Baron's son. Now there was a hero, worthy of the name Barnard von Spielberg. He rode off to hunt one morning 5 years ago, and his horse returned with large claw marks on it. No sign of Bernard's body was ever found.
He's clearly a werewolf.
Elsa was a beautiful 8-year-old child with blonde hair and sky-blue eyes. She was her father, the Baron's joy. 10 years ago, she was carried off by something which flew over the wall and carried away with her. The search for her lasted many years, but at last everyone gave up except the Baron's jester, Yorick.
Alas, poor Yorick.
Yorick was a funny little man, but brave. He swore he would spend his life searching for the Baron's Elsa. Damn it. I swear to fuck, Mouse, you're killing me. She is the center of our problems, I think. Baba Yaga is a powerful ogre. Baron von Spielberg tried to force her to leave his valley, but she cursed him. Now the Baron has lost everything but his land, and I don't know how long he will keep that. What our valley needs is a hero. Tell me about a hero. A real hero is someone who didn't start out strong or powerful, but uses his courage and brains and skills to become the best he can be. Cool. I can do that.
You can do that very easily because we have stats.
There's a reward for anyone who can stop the brigands by capturing or killing the leader of the brigands. You should read the bulletin board for more information. I
like how your accent went from sort of Eastern European German to Indian for this guy.
Well.
Spielberg town is a small town. Small town.
I'm not good at voices. Sometimes I can't make them up on the fly, and I'm not making up a good voice for this guy because we're never going to talk to him again.
Please stay with me. No one's been in here in years. I'm almost out of firewood.
He fell asleep.
So bored. Help me. No, go.
All right, you know what? Screw the mouse. I'm just going to use the keyboard for now. All right. So that's half the town. There is a barber shop here, but it's locked.
Is there a barbershop quartet?
No.
Shame.
Anyway, you smell apples as you approach this corner. Good day, and welcome to Spielberg. Would you like to buy some of my nice fruits or vegetables? Yep, it's a centaur.
Okay, well,
Her name is Hilda, daughter of Heinrich Ferdinand, the farmer. So tell me about your father. Yeah, that's
Heinrich
great. Tell me about your farm. We have some land to the north of town. It's better to grow many things. You should be here during harvest time. Tell me about your mother. She's been dead for 3 years now. I still miss her. Would you like to go on a date? But my father thinks I'm too young. He would not permit it, but perhaps next year. That's a shame.
Damn.
Many kinds of fresh vegetables for sale today. There are carrots, rutabagas, parsnips, and potatoes right from the ground for 5 at a silver. They're very good for you. We also have some apples. Tell me about the apples. There are still some apples left from last season in the barrel. You may buy 10 for a silver since they are so small. Cool. I don't really need some fruits and vegetables at the moment. Yeah. This looks like a dry goods store, which is good because that's what the sign outside said. But it smells like a musty library. The stove feels nice on such a crisp day. Behind the counter and on the shelves are a variety of items for sale. The shopkeeper appears to ignore you while he reads a book. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't notice you come in. My, you look like an adventurer. We don't see too many around here. The brigands tend to get rid of most adventurers before they make it to town.
What?
I do try to stock them some things adventurers can use. I actually would rather be an adventurer than a shopkeeper, you see. My items are pretty ordinary, though. You probably already have most of them if you've done any adventuring at all.
What is that hat?
It's a fez.
It doesn't look like a fez. It looks like a stupid.
Apparently his name is Caspar. What do you have for equipment? He only carries daggers and chain armor. Doesn't have anything magic. That's a shame. How much is a dagger? It's 20 silvers. We don't need one. How much is chain armor? It's 500 silvers, or 50 gold coins. That's a lot. He does sell adventuring rations. A pack of 10 costs 5 silvers. We will never need to buy them. Empty flasks. We will never need to buy those, so that's good. So, yeah, that's the dry goods store. It's much more important for a fighter or a thief, where they the thief can throw daggers, but they need extra daggers to buy, and the fighter can use the chain armor to, not die. That being said, anybody can buy the chain armor as long as they have enough strength to use it. It's pretty heavy. Hey, look, it's a beggar. Alms for the poor. Silver for the poor, gold for the poor. Sure. Thanks. It's really tough trying to make a living begging in this town since the brigands started scaring all the trade away. This town used to be such a nice place to live. My advice to you is not take up begging. It just doesn't pay, and don't go out at night. Wow, you're talkative. What's your name? My name is Sam. I've lived here for 5 years now, and I think I'll be heading on once the pass clears of snow. There's supposed to be some good begging towns to the south. Nice talking to you. Alms for the poor. You can ask him more than a couple of things.
Yep.
Talk to me about Spielberg. I understand this used to be a great place to be. Traders going in and out, tourists coming and going, perfect begging conditions. Things were starting to dry up about the time I got here. Just my luck. The brigands started getting tough. Tell me about night. I remember when people used to stroll around town after dark. There's a spell on Spielberg so that it glows at night. Now the only people out late are thieves. And out of town, man. You don't dare be out there without a light when the sun goes down. The night gaunts will get you. What the fuck is a night gaunt? Nobody's ever lived to talk what the night gaunts are. I sure don't want to find out. What's this spell you're talking about? Damn it.
It seems like it wouldn't be very conducive to sleeping at night.
Basically, the spell on the town prevents anybody from taking violent action, except for some reason in this specific alley. And don't drink the dragon's breath. Good advice. The grimy window lets little light into this tavern. It smells like stale ale and some more unpleasant things. The floor is covered with dirt and the bar with sticky beer. Smoke appears to be rising from the center cask behind the bar. To your right, 2 gamblers are playing cards. Bartender glares at you as you enter, and so does the ugly goon on the left. You get the impression that you are not welcome.
Man, I got money. Fuck you.
You pick up the note. You smooth out the piece of paper and read, B. He's starting to get suspicious. Hold off on our meetings for a bit, but I'll keep you posted by these notes. B. Cool.
Ew.
Seems to be something slimy spilled on the stool and it's eating into the wood. You think perhaps you should sit on the next stool over. What do you want? Can I have an ale? 1 well-aged house brew coming up. Chug, chug. There you go. It tastes as sour as it smells and burns your throat as you swallow it. Still, it isn't the worst beer you've ever drunk.
Beer burns as it goes down. Ugh.
Yep. There's more to do in that tavern, especially if you're a thief, but...
What about that other store thingy?
This store?
No,
hold on.
The one with the flame above it.
Oh, back this way?
Yeah. What's in there?
This one?
Yeah, what's that? Ah, gone fishing.
A butcher shop.
Okay.
And the bakery is also gone fishing.
Is there a candlestick making shop that has gone fishing?
No.
In a tub?
However, when they say that they've gone fishing, they mean they're literally playing Go Fish at the bar.
Well, I figured that because the dude was wearing a chef's hat.
So having completed our investigations... I don't know that I like this freaking music. I'm so used to Sound Blaster music. Man,
listen to that deep bass.
Yeah, right? It's like fucking tribal. So come up to a hut by the side of the road. It has the sign of the healer above the entrance. Alright. Politely knock on the door. After a moment, you hear the inside bolt slide open. A voice from inside says, "Come on in. You have to knock every time you want to go inside."
That's only polite.
Lovely day, isn't it? My, you look very healthy for an adventurer. You must be new.
Boy, that portrait really doesn't flatter you.
No. What can I do for you? I can sell you healing potions if you like. I can also buy spell components if you're interested in gathering some for me. Don't mind me, I always have so much to do around here.
Your bird is very annoying.
Well, my name is Amelia Appleberry, but mostly I'm just known as the healer. I'd be happy to sell you some potions. I live here with my pet, Terry. Terry, the pterosaur. He has a girlfriend, Teresa, with a nest in the oak outside my door. Terry keeps me company and listens while I chatter as I work. Tell me about this ring. It's shaped in gold with a braid of the herb Athelis, with entwined leaves. I don't know how I lost it. I hardly ever take it off. I'll give 6 gold to the person who returns my ring. It was a gift when I graduated from the College of Healing. So that's something to keep an eye out for.
Yep.
She sells healing potions, power potions, vigor potions, and undead unguent. Remember when I said that we didn't want to buy the stuff from the magic shop?
Yeah, because it's expensive or something.
Yeah, the healing potion is much less expensive here. 40 silver instead of 60.
Woo.
So you always buy from the healer. The reason that you can also buy them from the magic store is because you see these 2 potions right here?
Yep.
You can steal those, and she'll find out
somehow,
and then never let you in.
You know, that reminds me. Did you played Link's Awakening for Game Boy, right?
Yeah. Did
you ever do the trick where you can steal from the shop?
No, I always saved up the money.
It was pretty funny. You'd grab what you want and then run around the back of him, and if you got out the door before he turned back around, you could, like, take the item out of the store.
Yeah.
But if you ever walked back into the shop,
he just killed you.
He kills you outright, and then your character is named Thief for the remainder of the game.
Even if you successfully get away, your character is named Thief.
Yep.
So I asked her about spell components. She's looking for Troll Beard. She wants flowers from Mirana's Peace. 5 silvers for a flask full of flowers. Where is Mirana's Peace?
Very magical area, blah, 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 north.
Almost due north of here. It's beautiful all year, for the flowers are always in bloom. Cool. Cheetor claws. Look like a cross between a panther and a man. It's vicious and tough. If you do manage to kill it, 5 silvers for each claw. Mandrake root is... she doesn't actually want that. She also wants to buy magic mushrooms, but I don't know why it's not giving me a choice there. Anyway, we currently have a delightful 5 silver pieces to our name, so we can't afford anything.
Didn't we have some gold, or did you buy something? Oh, right, you bought the magic.
She tells about the ring. Guess what?
Bird has it.
Made of twigs, leaves, and herbs, possibly stolen from the healer's garden. And I don't know if you can see it on your view, but occasionally something twinkles in the nest. I don't think it actually has yet.
There it goes.
There it goes. Yep. So, if you are a thief, you can climb the tree and get out. You have to build up your climbing skill, climb out to the nest, grab the ring, climb back, climb down. If you're a fighter, you have the throwing skill, so you just throw rocks at it until you knock the nest loose and pick up the ring. We're a magic user, so we have the fetch spell.
Wizard powers activate. Wizard!
Bang! Place the ring in your nest, in your pack, and the nest on the ground, and then we shatter it for some fucking reason because we're
nice.
dicks.
We could have used the fetch spell to put it back.
So we have the other spell that we have is the zap spell. Basically, zap puts an electric charge in our dagger, so that if we get into a fight, the first time it strikes, it does more damage.
Woo!
But this is all introduction, by the way. This is there's a lot of getting to know everybody in this game.
Is it going to be like Final Fantasy 1, where after about like an hour and a half of playing, we're going to get the title crawl for this game?
No, but she gives us 6 golds and 2 healing potions for our reward.
What?
How nice. And a kiss. You put the reward away, tell her she is welcome, as you leave to avoid being kissed again. Bye. All right, so we've done our first heroic deed. It wasn't much, but it was enough. So, having done that, we're still on day 1. This game does keep track of the number of days that you play.
If you could ever, not be retarded with your clicking.
It's mid-afternoon on day 1. So, there's a lot to do in this game. As you can see, we've done all this, and we've got 41 out of 500 points, so there's a long way to go. Woo! But we're going to do it all. We're probably going to cut out some of the really, really boring training or send it to the second game because the second game is easier to train.
Well, if there's training, we got to have a montage.
I have the tiger.
Sports training montage. Montage. Always be out in the montage.
So thank you very much for watching. Make sure to click that like button down below if you liked it. And Tyler, what do you have to say for yourself?
Montage!